Hello. So, just to get things started, yeah, the new donation duel. So Mega Man Zero 2 did win the donation duel between itself and Metal Gear. So the new donation duel is Mega Man Zero 2 versus Pokemon Snap. I'm using the fact that I'm beating like a game a week to throw in all these small, like there's all these smaller games that are not fully on my, they're not really on my backlog. None of them are. However, they're a bunch of smaller games that I'm like, I can play this. I'd be willing to play this. So yeah, now it's Pokemon Snap, and so far, Mega Man, the Mega Man Zero series has a two game win streak. So now I'm pitting it up against a new challenger in Pokemon Snap. Slim says, "I'm here as usual while I'm playing Pokemons. I even put my Switch on the TV, a thing I never do." Well, just make sure that the Switch, while the Switch is sitting on the TV, make sure it doesn't fall. Yeah, welcome in. And so today going to be starting the next one of these Castlevania DS games, Portrait of Ruin, which I don't really know anything about. I actually haven't really heard anyone say anything about Portrait of Ruin. I know there's some people who really like Order of Ecclesia, and I know Dawn of Sorrow is like the second Soma Cruz game, but I believe, but from what I've heard, people kind of like Aria of Sorrow more than Dawn of Sorrow. But I've never really heard anyone mention anything about Portrait of Ruin. I will say, I didn't realize this until after the stream, until after last night's stream ended, but I'm curious. I hope we find out what the Portrait of Ruin is. Because I realized after I beat Dawn of Sorrow that, I realized after I beat Dawn of Sorrow last night that there was no Dawn of Sorrow. Now, I know why this game is called Dawn of Sorrow. It's because it was like the first Castlevania game on the DS. So, Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow, Castlevania DS. Oh, hold on, I'm just gonna see. Okay, yeah. Just gonna post these links here to make sure the chat's working. I'm just posting those links there to make sure that the Twitch chat is working. But yeah, I know why Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow is called Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. It's because it was that's Castlevania DS Dawn of Sorrow. But there was no sorrow. But the game took place entirely at night, so there was no dawn, and there was no real sorrow, in the game. So no one really felt sad that much. So no real sorrow in the game. But hopefully we actually do see at least one portrait in this game. Jeez, did not mean to do that. And then also, yeah, before I start this, also there might be a ranking stream during, or not a ranking stream during. We might do a little bit of a ranking during, we might do a little bit of a ranking during this stream, like a ranking of some things during the stream, because I realized after, there was a ranking I was considering doing after I beat Trails to Azure, but I didn't get to it because, well, I was considering doing it like the stream where I beat Trails to Azure, but I didn't get to it because because it took me longer than I expected to beat Trails to Azure. So, Trails to Azure might come back for a little bit, might come back for a second, as I do a little bit of a ranking, fully inspired by it. But here, let's go ahead and start. Also, just, we mentioned this in the Discord extensively, but just gonna go ahead and say this. Also, rest in peace to Tomonobu Itagaki, the creator, the lead developer and creator and one of the main creators of the 2004 Ninja Gaiden, and more important and more important for, well, not more important, but like more prescient for me, the lead creator of the Dead or Alive series. R.I.P. to them. Just had to go ahead and mention that. Oh, I just realized, they redid the copyright in the pixel art. It says 2024. It says 2024 there. They resprited the copyright. Right, I guess just start a new game. Well, we gotta go with the classic. I don't know if I can fit the full name. Yeah, I can't fit the full name here, so... Ooh, I can edit my emblem. There's R in for touch control. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and color all this blue. Let's cut all this blue. I see some symbols down there, so let me pick one of those in just a second. Maybe Portrait of Ruin refers to this portrait here. Yeah, maybe the Portrait of Ruin all along meant my portrait that I'm making here. And, okay, almost there. It's got a little bit more blue. Okay, come on. There. Okay, well, I mean, between the options, I like that there's the faces of the two main characters there. That's cute. But I got between the options, gotta go with the sword. Alright, okay, that just changes. Oh, okay, I guess that just changes with the color of the weapon itself. Okay. Well, okay. I guess that'll be it. I guess that'll be good. Oh, wait. 1944? The world is a... Oh. The world is a chaos. The Second World War has claimed millions of lives, leveled cities, destroyed nations. The souls of the war's dead blanket the planet, lost, hurt, and angry. Their anguish summons an accursed castle of legend. It has appeared many times throughout history, bringing with it evil and darkness. The castle of Dracula, Lord of Darkness. It arrives in mankind's darkest hour to push us over the brink into ruin. That is actually a great premise for a Castlevania game. World War II, the horrors of World War II were so evil that they summoned that Dracula's castle, that that the horrors of World War II were so atrocious that Dracula's castle came back to finish the job and end all of humanity. Hmm? That whip. There's no mistaking it. You're Jonathan Morris. Good eye. And you are? Ah, forgive me. I am Vincent Doran. By order of the church, I have been awaiting you. To think that the master of the legendary vampire killer would come here. A blessing indeed. Hey, what happened to the Belmonts? Too bad he can't actually use it. Dang, don't have to just call him out like that immediately. Charlotte, can't you pretend to play along for once? Well, that's the truth, isn't it? You can't lie to a priest. What? Are you suggesting that whip is a fake, then? So much for this guy's discerning eye. She's right. I can't use the vampire. I can't use the vampire killer. I haven't leveled up my whip skill enough. This whip wasn't originally with my family. You've heard of the Belmont family, haven't you? Why, of course I have. They've used that whip for generations to destroy Dracula. And that family is related to the Morris family by blood. Been doing your research, huh? Unfortunately, the fact is, we're not the true successors. Hey, no problemo. I've won every battle till now without the whip. Not one loss. Ah, yes, I too remember seeing in all the history books how everyone in 1944 would go around saying no problemo. Not only that, I'm here too. I was wondering about that. Yes, I was wondering about that. You are... Well, excuse me. If you're for the church, then remember this. I'm Charlotte Allen. Charlotte. I've heard that name before. It's a pretty common name, so I'm not surprised. Charlotte. Oh. You must be the great magician everyone's been talking about. You must be the great magician everyone's been talking about. Great, you say? Unbelievable to think that she was a mere... Unbelievable to think that she was a mere child. They've noticeably stepped up the anime-esque designs of the characters in this one. Well, I mean, such a lovely young lady. You heard that, Jonathan? He called me lovely. Okay, so anyway, Vincent, you had some business with me? Oh, yes, I do. I've been ordered to assist you in your quest. I brought potions with me, but well, what? It's a matter of economics. You want us to pay you, right? Oh, well, if you insist. Freaking Oh, great, the priest is a capitalist. Sure, no, sure. As we say is 1944 Europe, in 1940s Europe, no problemo. I think we can take care of that. You can take care of that. More importantly, the castle. Is that really Dracula's castle? No one has seen Dracula thus far. Well, I'm pretty sure if you were to see Dracula, he'd probably kill you. So, however, the church insists that it is indeed Dracula's castle. No doubt about it. This castle is pulsing with dark magical power. I can't imagine it's anything but the castle of Lord Dracula that I studied in the books. I don't know. You'd be surprised what the local cults can get up to around here. Why, they've even been able to open a portal to the 5 to 20 layers of hell. Sounds like fun. Come on, better get going then. Charlotte? Right with you. Be careful. I'll search for a safe place. And I'll meet you inside and search for a safe place. Farewell. Oh, okay. Okay, so we got Johnny. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh my, wait, hold on just a second. We're in the 1940s, about to fight vampires, and one of the main characters and one of the about to fight vampires as the member of a prestigious clan of a kind of prestigious clan of vampire hunters or people who deal with vampires. And this guy's name begins with J-O. Well, actually, the very first Joestar is Jonathan Joestar. So, I guess we got it. Ooh, a little flourish with the whip there. Okay, got back step, jump. Oh. Taunt. We have a taunt. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool eye effect, like the blood splatter there. Switch main player character with X. Okay, so we have two playable characters. I'll partner with A. Press again. I can't get the bridge open on my own. Maybe if there were two of us. Okay, so press A to have them back me up. So actually, yeah, I have two of them. I have two playable characters. Two playable characters, and they can back each other. And the other one can actually back me up. Right. Okay, Tome of Arms. So Vampire Killer. Sub-weapon, casual clothes, head, okay, armor, accessories. And so she has, like, encyclopedia, magic. Okay, so Jonathan gets the sub-weapons. Charlotte gets the magic. And her basic attack is just slapping him with a book. I wonder if I could give her the an encyclopedia of weaponry. Oh, I guess that is effective. You need a book to summon all your weapons? What a nerd. Uh-oh. Quickly, quickly. I know. Hello, up here. Chicken. Oh, that's actually beef jerky. Okay. Well, I guess we're fine. A throwing knife used by hunters. Press L plus Y to use. Okay. So... Can't reach up there yet. This is definitely going to be unique compared to the other Castlevanias I played, because it's basically like Jonathan has the abilities of like classic Castlevanias where he's got weapons and he's got like sub weapons, and then Charlotte has abilities closer to games like Symphony of the Night and Aria and Donna Sorrow, where she's got magic. Oh, we're gonna be after dealing with those puzzles, aren't we? Okay, I see. I need to push it over there. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Fire a burst of flame. Okay, that's for her. Okay, it's already equipped. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be different compared to everything. I'm curious. Was not expecting. Okay, but she needs to cat. Ah, dang it! Like all nerds, she has to wait to cat. She has to spend some casting time. I'm just imagining like Soma from Dinosaur, or like some of the other or like Alucard. Go, you have to take time to cast your magic. But I mean, she's not a vampire like they are. Let's see how. Okay, her defense is a lot less, so. Okay, they all wear different clothing. Okay, that's a teleportation point. Gotta be kind of funny when we meet Dracula at the end here. He's like, "Ah, the Bellbots. I was expecting." Who the heck are you two? Jonathan Morris and Charlotte Allen. I guess you'll have to do. All right. Something's here? It's not human. A monster? No, wait, I sense no evil from him. Ah, you can sense my presence. Who are you? A ghost, as you can see. Ghosts have no need for names. Incredible, he managed to stay sane despite the castle's evil influence. How's it possible? I don't know about you, but he sure seems shady to me. Well, I am literally a shade, so... Well, that might be because I am literally a shade. But think what you will, it's your choice. However, can you truly destroy me with a whip you can't even use? Wait, how'd you know that? Only one way to find out. Wait, how'd you know that? Wait, hold on. How do you know he can't use a vampire killer? Is him being that weak really that obvious? Odd, Charlotte. I find it very odd to find a ghost not controlled by the power of Dracula's castle. A smart girl compared to this foolish boy. Just before I died, I cast a magic barrier on myself, binding my soul to this place. I'm free from the castle's control, but I'm trapped here. But a paranormal entity like you could easily be affected by magic. Casting a barrier that repels the castle's power is impossible, even for me. Just who are you? My name is meaningless, but I suppose you could need to call me something. Wait, where'd that wind come from? We're in a castle. Very well, call me Wind. Like that wind that just... Okay, Mr. Wind. Just wind. Alright, Wind. What you doing here? Didn't you hear him? He's trapped here, remember? I understand that. But if he truly has this much power, he could use other methods besides just binding his spirit here. My, you really are a bright little girl, aren't you? Stop treating me like a child. My name is Charlotte. Okay, got it. And who's the other kid? Who you calling a kid? Okay, just taking a look at, and well, Charlotte is 16, and in this, and Jonathan's like 18, and Jonathan is 18. So, okay, well, I guess we could say that Jonathan is he's on his way to not becoming a child, but Charlotte, you're definitely still a kid. Honestly, you're way too young to be out here. What do you call it a kid? It's Jonathan Morris. Huh. The reason I'm here, simply put, is regret. I will not rest until the lord of this castle is vanquished. But as you can imagine, it's a little difficult to wield weapons when I have ghost hands. I thought I would lend assistance to those who might defeat him. But if you can't move from here, how could you help us? In spirit form, I'm able to grant items and techniques I once possessed in life. I think they'll be of great help to you. In that case, please help us. No, I've been able to do fine without any of his help so far. Why don't you just... Right, so far, but this is Dracula's castle. Even if you could use that whip, we would still be a great danger. Don't you remember your father? Enough about my father. A dead man who leaves... enough about my father. A dead man who leaves me to fulfill his destiny. Forget him. Sorry, still... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Guess I got a little bit carried away. You might be right, Charlotte. This is already showing to be kind of the most interesting story a Castlevania game has had so far. Out of the ones I've played. Which is 3, but which is like, besides this one, 3. When perhaps we could use it. Okay. Oh, well, welcome back. So you're selling your potions here? There aren't many now, but my stock will increase little by little. For a price, right? Yes, I'm afraid so, Master Jonathan. After all, I'm a member of the church. You can't expect us to stop the Lord of all Darkness for free, could you? Yes, that's exactly what I'd expect. Well, anyway. Don't try anything shifty, and don't even try to lie. Still, it is true that rural churches are short on money, or so they say. Thank you, you're lifesavers. Anyway, please have a look. What can I do for you? Oh, his voice... Okay, his voice sounds a lot different than what I expected. So we need to buy a potion and the castle map. Ooh, Knuckles. And I don't mean the echidna. Okay, I got the potion, castle map. We gotta get the Knuckles. Stylish eyewear that protects the eyes from ultraviolet rays. Well, I guess we'll save... Oh, wait. That's what she... Okay, that's... The blank book so frightening the words ran away, leaving it blank.
Thank you.
Okay, punching. Hooray. Alright, we got the Mia. If you complete the tasks I give, only then will I help you.
Excellent.
Here, alright. Here, have this lizard tail. Now you should be able to advance deeper into the castle. If you complete the tasks I give you, I shall teach you even more, including magic. Master them, and I might entrust you with some items from my past. Sounds good to me. Ah, one more thing. Regarding this castle's lord. You mean Dracula, right? I've read books about him. Dracula isn't this castle's lord. What do you mean? Isn't this place named Dracula's Castle? It is indeed Dracula's castle. However, the castle's lord is a vampire by the name of Bronner. I've heard nothing about him. As one would expect. His identity has been kept secret for years, after all. He infuses magic into paintings to increase his power. You'll undoubtedly come across his paintings in this castle. Search for them. He's using the paintings to make the castle's power his, isn't he? Still, we won't have to face Dracula. That's good news, right? Be careful. His power grows stronger by the minute. No problemo. As we say in 1940s Europe, no problemo. We'll get you the revenge you've been waiting for. That's a promise. Trust us, Jonathan might seem unreliable. Trust us, Jonathan might seem unreliable, but he'd never break a promise. I guess that's reassuring. Very well, best of luck to you. All right then, let's go find those paintings. Thankfully, so we're searching for not Dracula but paintings. Yes. Thankfully, there's a famed vampire hunter in the Order who know. I learned under a famed vampire hunter in the Order, who taught me exactly all I needed to know about tracking down paintings. Really? Who was it? Mario. Oh, can't go there. Zombies! So, I think we went... Okay, so now both of them can do this. So I'll need to keep in mind what I have equipped to 2 different characters. Yeah, I'll need to keep in mind the equipment I have equipped to 2 different characters. Ah. Alright, so yep, okay, it's got the rewind. Okay, that goes that way, so let's go back up this way. There's a passageway over to the left, so let's go there. Oh, here's one of these portraits. This painting, its power is incredible. Must be one of those paintings. Without a doubt. I've got it. Care to share? This painting's function. Bronner is using it to control the power of the castle. Well then, let's hurry up and rip it to shreds. Impossible. Anything we'll do will be pointless. After all, it's in the background and we can't interact with it. From what I could tell, based on the theory of curse amplification, this picture is a multi-layered pseudo-space barrier. A kind of paranormal phenomenon. Okay. And what's that mean in human language? In short, think of it as a series of walls that surround the magic controlling Dracula's castle. The painting itself is just the outermost wall. As soon as you break it, it'll regenerate. It's unbreakable. Well, how convenient. So now what? I'll sync up my magic with the painting so we can enter it. That'll be the best way to seal the castle's magic away. The risk is quite high, though. Well, no problemo. Is that your catchphrase? Oh, come on, what do we have to lose? Well, our lives, for one thing. That's okay, we've got time. Oh, no, it's okay, we've got that whole time reversal thing. But, okay, then, here we go. By the power of Mario 64! So we're in the painting now? Here, the vision of the artist is fully realized, literally. Okay. So we actually get to travel... Okay, so we get to actually travel to... very different locales, or very different areas. Because of the paintings. Also, look at that 3D building in the background. Yeah, it's a big 3D building. Oh gosh, what the heck is that? Okay. Oh wait, both of them can take damage when they're out in the field. Hmm. Okay, so his... Oh, I think that's probably for her. Yeah, that seems to be for her, so... I probably should stick with John for right now, because he's the physical fighter. Well, no, I'm definitely going to need to use both of them. Okay, and up we go. Dang, there's an entire town stuck in this painting with its own buildings. And items. But I'm curious to see. Oh, dang. I wonder if maybe I can find the DeviantArt page of the person who painted these paintings. I'm sure their other works are great. I wonder if they do commissions. Although well, commissions from them probably would cost a lot, considering I'd be asking them to paint an entire world. But I think it'd be worth the amount of money. Definitely, they deserve to get a lot of money for me to pay them to paint an entire dimension. Wait a second. When did this game release? 2006. That's right, because it's a DS game. I'm suddenly reminded of like the times where Dark Souls would use like areas that like you couldn't reach, where you had to go into a painting to reach them. Dang, the Dark Souls developers are just the biggest Castlevania fans, aren't they? Yes, I know other game. Yes, I know other games have done. I know other games have done this sort of thing as well. I mean, I've been making jokes about Mario 64. But I was mentioning like yesterday how there's some noticeable comparisons, or like there's some interesting comparisons that could be made between like Castlevania and FromSoft's like Soulsborne games. That kind of makes it seem like a lot of different Castlevania games maybe influenced some of the ideas they had for Dark Souls and for Dark Souls 1 through 3. Is there... Okay, Tome of Arms. Raging Fire. Defense. Yeah, let me give her that. And... So they both have individual levels. So that's something I have to get used to, is that she takes time to... Is that a jellyfish? Okay, I need to use, Did I heal both of them? Oh wait, do they share the same magic meter? Oh, they might share the same health and magic meter, not have separate ones. Okay. Alright, so... Hold on. Sorry, just a second. A bot showed up and immediately started a bot showed up and started posting multiple messages. Should be banned now, but I think they're banned now. Hmm. Alright. Oh, sword! Well, you're never gonna need to get that sword. No, can't go through there. Dang, there's just a whole selection of shops here. Oh no, we're ruining the other shops. Okay, let's see if we can try going up here and getting that sword. I think it's yeah, it's up there. Oh, good. Okay. Okay, a bit of a heavier blade, so... There's also a doorway down here. Let's try this doorway down here. Rush, a basic combination where both partners take turns attacking. Press up plus X to use. Consumes MIP on use. So I'm definitely gonna need to like build Jonathan and Charlotte different than how I built Soma. Because Soma could basically Soma handled all the magic and physical fighting himself. Whereas with these two I'm gonna need to split. I'm gonna need to have a plan out what kind of all magic I would want Charlotte to use, and what kind of physical fighter I want Jonathan to be. What? Yeah, let me give these to her. I'm gonna need to boost her defense. You things. It makes it. I'm noticing a lot of sprites reuse. A lot of some enemy sprites reused from the previous game, which I mean makes total sense. Okay, the Zambi sprites are new, but like the Skeleton sprites and those like little imp sprites were the same from Dawn of Sorrow. I guess that's what that does. Let's see if we can get rid of this thing. Okay, good. That Claymore's been very effective so far. Oh. Oh, it can go through walls. Dang it. Okay, well... Any more Vampire Leather Whip? No. Now, let me stick with swords. I generally prefer swords over whips. I generally prefer swords over whips. I'm more of a Taki main than an Ivy Valentine main. Okay, what's down here? Okay, we're on Market Street. Ah, 3D bottle! Kill it! This is actually an amazingly well-designed city. They could have... They could have honestly made this map like the setting for the game instead of a castle, and I wouldn't have minded. Like exploring like an abandoned exploring an abandoned 1940 town in 1940s Europe, or exploring a town in 1940s Europe that you think has been abandoned because of World War II, but then you go to find out that oh wait, it's not because it's because it's infested with monsties. Yeah, well, if that heads down there, and it's like next to a save point. Let's explore around here a little bit more. Okay, can we go here? Dang, more quaint little shops. Okay, there's a teleporter room there. I don't really see how that's a monster. That's just a guy dressed. That's just a guy in Shakespearean garb. Maybe they were secretly a monster. Summon lightning in the shape of a cross. That's useful. Let me actually... I think Holy Lightning would be best. Actually, yeah, okay. Holy Lightning and give him Rush. So we can actually expect two... We can actually equip two of these dual attack... two of these, like, dual attacks. But I think I've explored all around here. Let me go back this way now. Okay, now... Oh, jeez. Okay. So now we can go down here. And we'll save at that point again. I'll save at that point again and then go see what the rest is there. It looks like there was like a minecart section. Hold on, save. Okay. I haven't made any saves yet, so... Alright, hold on. Okay. Wait, okay, no. Wait, how is it? I just did it. Hold on. Okay, there it is. I thought one of us would need to stay in the cart. Yeah, I thought one of us would need to stay in the car. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, that worked. That's how we do it. So... All partner to use their skill or magic with R. Okay, so... But before we go to that side, let's check up here. I guess maybe each of these paintings is like a sub-world inside of the Dracula's castle. Like, maybe Dracula's castle isn't actually that big in this game, and and instead this is, like, each of these paintings is a sub-world. Oh, wait, what's that? Well, let's see. Claymore. Yeah, I'll give him the mace, and... Fire burst fire, check the inspiration fin. Yeah, we'll try that. Oh, wait, I think there's something... No, doesn't appear to be anything up there. Okay, there's a teleporter there. Okay, now we can go. Alright. Over here. Are these... Okay, and more skeletons. Oh, dang it. It makes me... Well, I'm already interested to see, like, what the, Yeah, I'm already interested to see what the other worlds in this are gonna be like, or what the other paintings are gonna be like. Okay, and there. Okay, back to fight for more 3D models. I'm growing to really like these games' style and like how they mix 3D mod, like how they mix like pixel art and 3D models. Right, so we're gonna go here. Ow. More jellyfish. Okay. Ah, you again. Oh gosh. Ah, dang it. Okay, well, can we not get up there? Okay, oh, I'm gonna rewind time back, see if maybe... See if there's maybe anything else up around here. Okay, let me give her... a roomy robe with large hanging sleeves. Yeah, I'll give her this. And then... I guess they also both level up at the same time, which makes sense. Okay, well, fine. Oh, you again. Okay, Cutlass, Okay, let me give that a try. It's a bit fast. Well, maybe I should keep Jonathan with the bigger weapon, with the, just give Jonathan the stronger weapons, because maybe I should give Jonathan the stronger weapons and have Charlotte focus on the faster weapons. Because she's only going to be able to, like, wield books. So I don't really know how, like, Charlotte's only going to be able to wield books, which I don't know how heavy a book they're going to include. I don't know how heavy a book can get compared to any of the weapons I'm finding. Alright, let me try going here. Ow. Okay. Okay, no. What about... This is a really expansive church. I think we're about to see our first boss. We're going to save right here. Well, before I go through there's a couple more rooms around here I can go to. Ah, save room. Okay, there. And what's through here? Oh, teleportation. Teleporter room. Okay, now we can go up. Ow. Okay, no, okay, no. Okay, what's waiting for us here? Ahead? Oh! Okay, so if enough damage is done to him, he just won't be able to fight. Alright, okay, I see. Oh, I thought we needed to do damage to the head. Okay, well, let's use... Good, okay, got it. Huh. I would think that I'd need to damage the head there, but no, like it's actually the head that was I thought I would need to damage the head there because it's unarmored, but it was actually that the head was guarded and it was the armor that was unarmored. Phew. That monster just now seemed to be the core of the magic energy. Meaning Bronner can't use the castle's power now? No, not quite. No, not quite. His control of the castle's power has decreased a bit, but decreased a bit. I think there's something else. My, oh my. I knew I smelled something. Seems like some maggots got inside. A vampire! My, such attitude. You dare disrespect somebody of my caliber. I am a lady, Lady Loretta. You probably think your little victory has weakened us a bit. However, I do have some tragic news for you. This wasn't the only one of Father's paintings. I was just about to say that. I can obviously tell by sensing the movement of the magical energy. What an amusing sight. Child who fancies herself an adult. Let's sit. Well, alright, let's kill her. Well, she's here. Let's kill her, Charlotte. Right with you. The whip! Jonathan, what are you doing? Fortunately, I have strict orders from Father not to fight you. Now, if you'll excuse me... Why did you stop attacking? It was like some strange power was... oh, never mind. I'm sure it was nothing. Probably just imagined it. I probably just imagined not attacking her. I'm sure it was nothing. I probably just imagined not attacking her, and will definitely not go into any further detail about what happened. Oh well, I'm sure that definitely won't come back to harm us later. Like that vampire said, I sense other paintings. I can't pinpoint their exact location though. Or does that have to find? Or does that have to find them? Let's head back to the castle. Okay, that's through here. Spring out partner's shoulders to jump again in midair. Change cube, call cube, wait cube, loser tail, acrobat cube. Well, I got a double jump from that, but okay, how does that? So I need to jump on their shoulders? Howie. Okay, no. Let's go back here. Alright, there's a shawl up there. Let me see if I can grab it. Okay, there. I just have to push at the exact right time. And I think... Okay, there's two entrances up here. Let's go down this one first. And there's another thing down here. Ah, dang it. Well. Ooh, an axe. Can you use it? No, you cannot use that. I guess sure, we'll give that to, Yeah, I guess I'll give that to Jonathan. Ow. Jeez. Oh, gosh. In every one of these games I've played so far, you gotta be real careful, because I gotta be real careful of making sure I don't get knocked out of midair. Otherwise, I end up getting launched, halfway across the screen. Let's see, boost the enhanced ability to dash backwards. Well, let me see if... No, okay, those decreases defense as well, so... more jellyfish. Okay, beginning to think that other place to the top of there was like... That was the, Yeah, let me explore this room up here to the, to the top left of the top left of here. No, okay, no. Oh my gosh. No, okay, let's go back up a bit. So the thing is, like, not only just doing damage, getting hit by enemies, hit me, knocks me back, which can be a big problem when I'm platforming. So yeah, avoiding hits isn't just important to, like, avoid taking damage, it's important to avoid, like, important to make sure I don't get knocked halfway across the screen. Alright, here, let's just go... Oh, okay. No, let's see... Maybe I should give her that. Corsage of white snow. Oh, small snow white flowers. Okay, we'll give her that. And guess I'll give him this. Okay, can't get through there. Yeah, can't go through there, so I guess we'll just have to go back down. Yeah, we'll just head back down. And let's go through... Yeah, back down here. Wow, that's already really good. Oh, right, we need to go back up. Although, can he equip? Yeah, I'll give him that. Okay. Okay, so down here now. I think we're doing one of the benefits I'm already seeing to this like system so far is that I have, even when I'm don't have, no matter like which character I'm playing as, I can have the other one backing me up and doing damage. Okay, no. Gosh dang it. Okay, no. I did a lot less than I was expecting. Jonathan, you okay there? Jonathan? I guess he took too much damage. Digibuzz ready with a party of 5. Welcome in. Jonathan, you back? Johnny? Jonathan, not Joestar, are you back? I don't think he's back. I think we lost him. Yeah, Digibuzz, thank you for the raid. How'd your stream go? Well, I can't double jump now. Okay, so how far back can I go? Oh. Ah, damn it. I'm all the way down here. So, how do I revive him? Digibub says, it went good. Going to see my mom, but died twice and had to restart the game for RE3 make. For RE3 make. For time to start. Oh, nice. Howdy. I'll actually be playing, like, I think when I rated your stream recently, I told you that I was playing, the original Resident Evil 2. I'll actually be playing the original Resident Evil 3 after I beat original Resident Evil 2. Okay, we gotta go to a place where I can, like, revive Jonathan. We're gonna go all the way back and revive Jonathan because I'm not leaving these rooms without that gear ungained. I might not even use the gear, but I don't want to leave it. Okay, so we're gonna go back through here. So I guess I have to be careful about losing my partner, or otherwise I'm gonna lose out on a couple of abilities that I have. Are they not revived? Oh, okay, I just needed to summon them forth. I guess they got unsummoned, okay. Digibuzz, but alright, I'm gonna take off. Have an awesome stream. Thanks, you too! Okay, I just needed to summon them forth. Let's go back through here then. Now, Charlotte, I know that you're not trained. You haven't trained in weaponry because of your small, weak child limbs. But maybe this might be a good time to maybe pick it up. I don't know how many magical books we're gonna find around here, and that really limits what you could actually carry. Like I've found like 13 different weapons for Jonathan to carry, and I've only found one book for you. And I mean, we have a surplus of weapons here, so like you could just take your pick. You're like, you want to learn how swords or whips, or like the power of the almighty fist. Can I actually give her any of these other weapons? No, she only uses books. Darn mage build. This is why I don't play mage builds. Alright, so yeah, there's a couple weapons up here I can get. Let's see if a couple items up here I can see if I can get. What the heck? Okay, there. I think I probably will be playing as Jonathan, or play mostly as Jonathan for most of this, just because. God dang it. Okay, no, let's go back. It very much seems like it's a case of, like, Jonathan has much better normal attacks because he can equip a far wider variety of weapons. Because he can equip a far wider variety of weapons. And then he just has the sub weapons. But Charlotte is much better for like my magic abilities because she has the magic that other characters have. I'm not sure how much. We'll have to see how much I like this game system of splitting up the magic character and the fighter, splitting the character abilities into two characters. Oh, okay, so. Can't get up there. There, okay, got it. Oh, jeez. They can throw bones through walls. Darn. Well, I guess we won't get to see the rest of this amazing city. While pushing an object, call your partner to help you push. Okay, that's what... Okay, cool. Oh, jeez. Okay, so... Yeah, back through here, and... Okay, this goes back through here, so let's go... Yeah, let's go back up here, and fight this thing. Dang, yeah, I kind of feel bad for Charlotte, kind of just because of how I play characters in these games. Like, by the time she's cast a spell, I could just have Jonathan swing his axe and kill it. Hmm. How was it that... Okay, let's use that. Yeah, and she's got to stand there and take some time to cast her spell, so that's going to be kind of a problem. Hmm. Oh, okay. Is that one of... Who's Constitution Temple? Probably won't use that. Probably will just keep using the, the... Yeah, we'll probably just keep having, Charlotte use magic. Or shoot. Okay, we're gonna go... Let's go through here. Okay, let's go... Yeah, back down here. And... I guess let's just get out of here. Is there... Okay, yeah, here we go. Yeah, I'll just leave the painting, I guess. See, is Wind here? Yeah, okay. How you doing, Wind? Well, what would you like to do?
How are things?
Go to the butcher in town and punch some meat to get ground meat.
Care to try? This is your training.
What could I do for you?
Make you a deal.
Well, let's go and get this castle as well. Or get this map as well. Combat fatigues. Okay, both of them can equip this. But we don't have enough money for it, unfortunately. A refined throwing blade used by the deadliest ninjas. A ninja's knife is also a deadly throwing weapon. Launch cutting shards of ice. That could be really... Okay, let's get this.
Thank you.
Alright, so we need to go to, I guess, the town. Do we have a way to track our... Oh, we can... I can just talk to the... We can have the two talk to each other. If something's troubling you, it's important that we talk. I can handle things myself. I prefer it that way. I prefer it that way. Let's both do our best. You can attack enemies with physical or magical attacks. When an enemy takes damage and flashes blue, it means the attack had little effect. That's good to know. So matching the right attack to the right enemy is the key to success. Okay, so... Let me go see what Wind wanted again.
You're back.
Go to the butcher in town and punch some meat. Okay, so... I guess he wants some meat. So see, okay, let's... I think one of these teleporters is right near the butcher shop. Alright, so... Yeah, I think it's right here. And, okay, so... No, this is still like the... the snack shop. Or the confectionaries. Maybe it's this building? Oh, jeez. Might be through here. Alright, so... we are just ruining these shelves. I guess I should be... at least, nope, there's no people here, so they can't get angry at us. Alright. Here. Oh, I'm gonna... oh, wait. Actually, let me clear out this room first. Okay, I'm gonna take a short break, and when I get back, we're gonna go punch some meat. Okay, I'm back now, so let's go back to searching through here. Oh, hello. Yeah, forget... sorry, Charlotte, but forget your magic. I just keep using... just keep attacking them. We'll be fine. Feel kind of bad for saying that, but... Ooh, cheese! Unfortunately, we cannot attack the cheese and maybe grab some, so... Alright, let me try going back here, and... Still don't see any... Okay, we're at the meat store. Oh, I can attack the meats. Maybe I need to use a different weapon? Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, I just need to punch the meat. Alright, and then... Reggie. I have to keep an eye out on those axes, because they'll still keep swinging even if I, they'll keep swinging even if I kill the monster. Right, so now we can get out of here. And... let's leave here, say that, and leave here and let Wind know that I completed their quest. And I guess let me sell off some of these weapons I'm not using.
How are things? Well done.
Okay, a bullet punch. Can I please equip this to Charlotte? No, she's just books. I'm able to put where to throw punches at the speed of sound. That is really fast, so I'll keep that for right now.
I'll make you a deal.
Actually, you know what would have been better? I was joking earlier about like Charlotte maybe using some of the smaller weapons, but maybe it's know what? Maybe instead she should have learned how to use the bigger weapons. Her casting spells is like it takes time to charge up. So why not make her base attacks also take time to charge up? Okay, so I guess I'll sell that. I'll also sell that. So the Claymore, Brass Knucks I'll sell. Let me sell the Curdle. And this. And then do I want to buy anything? I can't get that. Nope. Yeah, I'll get that.
Thank you. Charlotte. Jonathan.
So let's equip... Let me give her the Hero's Cape and Morning Veil. And let me give him... Yeah. Marcus Fran says, you thought Donasaro was anime flavored. Portrait of Ruin is super saturated. Oh, I've already seen that. Also, hi, Marcus Fan. But yeah, I've already seen that. We've already been introduced to the We've already been introduced to the 1940s European vampire hunter with the catchphrase of "No problemo,"
I'll make you a deal.
and his 16-year-old sidekick, who makes an angry face every time someone calls her a kid. So I've noticed. I'm already seeing it. Yeah, let me sell. Okay, I'll sell that whip. I guess I'll sell the mace too, and then yeah, sell that. Sell that. Oh wait, hold on. Did I sell one of these things that he had equipped? I did. Damn it.
I'll make you a deal.
Yeah, that's the problem with doing this, is that I might accidentally sell something he's...
Thank you.
Okay, so let me equip the tailcoat. So he's got a bit higher defense. Oh wait, what am I doing? Undo my poor business decisions. Oh wait, no. Okay. Already too far back.
I'll make you a deal.
I guess we'll sell him this rotten meat as well. And yeah, I'll sell that.
Thank you.
Okay, there we go. Any new side quests? Still getting things ready. Sorry, but it's going to have to wait a little while. Okay, no more side quests now. Okay, well, let's keep exploring around the castle. There's a teleporter room there. Display the names of enemies when you attack them. Yes. Wait, I mean, well, actually, wait. I don't even need that because I've got that one thing down there that does it. Or I've got that part of the screen devoted to doing that. Yeah, I kind of wish, like, because, like, I'm finding a ton of weapons that Jonathan can equip, but I'm not really, but I've only found one book that Charlotte can equip. So I kind of wish, like, some of the weapons were weapons Jonathan could equip, and some, like, there were character-specific weapons. I mean, okay, there are, but Charlotte's are all books. It kind of feels like I know this is like very early in the game, so I might be wrong here, but it kind of already feels like instead of this game being like, it's two playable characters you can switch between with Charlotte and Jonathan, it feels like that's what they were going for, but what's really ended up happening is that the game really wants you to play as Jonathan and have Charlotte backing him up. Summon a skeleton to use in battle. And I know I'm very early in the game, so I could be very wrong there. And they could give Charlotte more, but after attacking with whip, hold Y to let it drop. Okay. Alright, so let's save right before here. Oh, and for those just joining, the new donation duel is Pokemon Snap versus Mega Man 03. Can Pokemon Snap beat Mega Man 03? Oh, jeez, what the hell? And end the Mega Man 0 series win streak? Out. Oh. Okay, we need to jump over it there. Oh, jeez. Coming up. Jeez, he just gets launched back. Alright, so... No. Rise of Defense says, Omega Wheel, I choose you. Let's not. Okay, well. Nope, let's go. Oh, jeez. Nope. No. No, okay. I guess maybe let me switch him over to the axe. Jonathan's punching isn't as good. Jonathan's just not as good at as Ye Old Fisticuffs as Soma is. Which is kind of funny because he might actually be a little bit older than Soma. Yeah, it's like, yeah, he might actually be a little bit older than Soma because Soma was a teenage. Yeah, Soma was also a teenager in a. Yeah, Soma was also was a teenager in a Mario Sorrow. Did I kill it? Okay, I killed it. Hooray! It did. Unfortunately, their weak muscles aren't strong enough to push it. I don't know why I'm mocking them so much. I really don't. There was an inkling of like a really interesting story that they mentioned there of like Jonathan doesn't actually want to be here fighting monsters in Dracula's castle, but because it's his dad's destiny. It was his dad's destiny to do so, and then his dad died before he could do that destiny. So now Jonathan has to fulfill that destiny in place of his father, and he's really not happy about it. Yeah, there was an inkling of an interesting story there with that. Maybe it's because so far they feel like. Maybe it's because like just of how the gameplay is, it doesn't feel like so far it doesn't really feel like I'm playing as an awesome like vampire hunter. It feels like I'm playing like two kids who min-max their stats into two very specific who min-max their stats into specific styles, and now they have to work together in order just to have a complete build. Oh dang. There, alright. Or maybe it's because this is the first Castlevania I've gotten to play with a playable female character, and I don't know, maybe I'm slightly disappointed by it being like a teenage witch. And who's kind of the worst at magic out of all the characters with the magical skills I've played so far, but I will admit I am making these judgments like really early in the game, so I should really like lay off. I stand to emphasize offense. I should really lay off and should really stop insulting them and just let the game continue. Alright, so Book of Spirits. Display the name of enemies when you attack them. Summon the skeleton. A stance that emphasizes offense. Okay. I guess that boosts his offense. Marcus Fancies. I just imagine Charlotte's daily planner reads: purchase chemistry books, see hairstylist, kill Dracula, clean room, brush teeth twice. You know what? Maybe it's because of like the setting that we're in doesn't really work. This is the setting that they introduced doesn't really, and the premise that they introduced doesn't really like feel like it fits with the two characters I've got here. Like the opening, for those who weren't here at the start of the stream, the opening of this game was, hey, World War II is going on. It's 1944. World War II is happening, and because of all the horrors of World War II, which is causing humanity to like bring itself to ruin. Dracula's castle has reemerged to finish the job. And so the whole premise of that it brings up there is like, oh, what if like Castlevania's set in World War II? So you could have like, so it could not just be like monster, but you could have like a Nazi group trying to like break into the castle, and you have to fight them in addition to the monsters. And then maybe like have characters who are kind of who are of the times of like maybe a French resistance member. Or like a French resistance member, or someone like that, who's having to use not just like melee weapons and magic, but maybe like some other things. And from what it seems, and instead we got these two. They're not bad. I mean, I've only just started the game, so they're not bad. They haven't really annoyed me. It's just that whole premise there of like, okay, Castlevania. Dark castle set in World War II. What I'm saying is, I feel like the setting makes me feel like we could have gotten like a werewolf fighting a cursed tank, and I feel like now that these characters have introduced, it's confirmed to me that we're not going to get a werewolf fighting a cursed tank, and I just want to see that, okay? Okay, let me actually... Okay, I'll just keep going through here. Mario Fan says, I gotta admit, fighting alongside Race and Succubi against the far greater human evil just... Well, the plot writes itself. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna pause again. That is a really great idea, actually. Like a Castlevania game where instead of you fighting supernatural monsters like werewolves and like werewolves and demons, now it's like it's actually a group of like monsters who are fighting against like humans and like human-made monsters. So like, and you can still carry like the horror things, like yeah, fighting against humans and human-made monsters, because with the Nazis and like the and the fascism and the fascists and the Italian fascists. The humans are worse than the monsters. That's a really cool idea for a game. Heck, that'd be an amazing RPG. Or Metroidvania. Like this. Now I do think that they're like this game's idea of like having you fight monsters is still a great idea, because I mean, they're able to use it's Castlevania, and they're able to reuse a lot of the enemy sprites. They're able to use a lot of the enemy sprites from Dawn of Sorrow, which that's a good idea. Okay, got a teleporter here. Right, and... Oh, okay, let's use this way. Oh, jeez. Ah. Ow. Now I do... Oh, I guess we're in the sewer. Oh, what the hell? Okay, that dragon zombie is new and cool. Yeah, okay, that dragon zombie is really cool. I'm glad that's in here. And I got a golden Zweihander by killing it. I should go back and play Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I played that game originally when it came out, but I haven't played on stream yet, and that would be a good Castlevania. I mean, Bloodstained is basically Castlevania, just like spiritual successor to it. I mean, it's even being worked on by Iga. Oh, as a unfortunate and sad... Oh, gosh. Marston fan says, Winston Churchill is quoted as saying, if Hitler invaded hell, I would make at least a favorable reference to the devil in the House of Commons. There's actually, like, a tabletop game that's being made right now that's kind of like that. Well, it's not exactly like this premise, but it's basically like, what if someone opened a portal to hell in World War I? And so now you got, like, religious soldiers fighting against demons. It's a tabletop game called Trench Crusade. It's being made by a team who like used to work for a Games Workshop until they decided to leave. Alright, let's go here. Oh, on an unfortunate side, so this is just because I've mentioned possibly doing this, but I'm sorry I'm gonna have to bring this up again. I've talked for a bit about possibly doing a Dead or Alive retrospective showcase retrospective, series retrospective, and that's definitely gonna have to happen now because as of earlier today, Tomonobu Itagaki, the lead creator for Dead or Alive, is actually confirmed to have passed away. So rest in peace to them. And yeah, because of that, well, I definitely have to do that Dead or Alive series retrospective now. It'll be some time before I can get to it, but... Oh, jeez, okay. Hello, are you... Oh, okay, no, they're... Invisible Man, okay. Let's go through here. Ow, ow. Let's just hope there's not another dragon zombie. That thing is really tough. Oh, what's this? Boiled starfish. Okay. Alright, so let's go here. Ow! Oh, dang it. Alright, that's better. Okay, there's a doorway to both sides of here. Let's go this way for a second. See what's over here. It is interesting that we're already encountering some of the sharp fang-like pillar of ice. Okay, let me actually give that to Charlotte. I think maybe looking at this, I'm willing to admit, I think the reason why I'm not enjoying this game's playstyle as much as like Dawn of Sorrow is because I'm much more in games like this. In general, I'm much more physical attack focused. But in this case, yeah, in the case of this game, in the case of Castlevania games, I'm especially like more melee focused. Melee focused over magic, because I do use magic in the games, and they have good abilities. And these games have a lot of great spells, But the thing is that physical attacks, there's no magic bar, so I could just keep doing this. Like, magic's great. Magic's great. But I could just swing but I could just kill a thing with a Zweihander if I swing it fast enough. I'm willing to bet that's for... Running veil, casual clothes. Oh, the bandana might be for him. Yep, okay. It is. Hold on here, let me save right here. Ah, it's the Mudmans. Alright. Ow. Okay, so let's go up here. Yes. I think the bats are trying to become the new Medusa heads. Let's just go back a second there. Yeah, that's better. And now let me actually give him this. Let's go here again. So yeah, first half of the stream is going to be Portrait Ruin. I'll start Valkyria Chronicles about 8 p.m. So there will be... So yeah, unlike yesterday's stream, which was all Castlevania, this will be like first half Castlevania, second half... Oh dear. First half Castlevania, second half Valkyria Chronicles. Which is another game set in World War II. I did not plan on playing 2 games set around World War II at once. Also, now that I think about it, because Sega's just not paying attention to Valkyria Chronicles, if someone were to make like a spiritual successor to Valkyria Chronicles, but combine it with that idea we had of like monsters fighting Nazis, so your units weren't just like scouts and like snipers, but they were like werewolves and vampires and like fish people, that would be awesome. It basically, gosh, that would basically be like almost like reverse XCOM, where like instead of like you're a human military force fighting against like a group of like monstrous aliens, it's like you're a guerrilla force of monsters fighting against an evil giant military force. That idea there, yeah, that idea you came up with, Marzesko fan, of like monsters fighting against, oh, hello, Def. Monsters fighting against like Nazis and their experiments. That has a lot of potential. And I could see that working like in multiple different game genres. I thought you would appear. The one who imposes upon my master. What? Death? You got a master? What? Who commands death? Oh wait, it's usually Dracula. Man, what a loser version of death. He's got a master. He's swirling with black magic. I've read about him. I believe that's what people call death. Dracula's eternal servant. Dracula isn't this castle's master anymore. Why are you here? My, what an odd thing to say. This castle belongs to Lord Dracula. To him and no one else. You know, actually, okay, never mind. Let me not give him the imposing voice. Let me give him, like, a Skeleman voice. Because this isn't cool Spectre of the Grim Reaper's Spectre death. This is like a secondary villain. Or, like, this is like minion death.
My, what an odd thing to say! This castle belongs to Lord Dracula, to him and no one else!
I get it. You've joined forces with Bronner because you're thinking of resurrecting Dracula, aren't you?
Broader. Wait, Broader? Who are you talking about?
There's no point in playing dumb. We already know the current master of this castle is a vampire by the name of Bronner.
Vampire Bronner. Even with my power being death and all, I didn't sense that. This needs to be dealt with before the return of my master.
Oh, wait, what? You really didn't know? You've been spending your death, the end of all life, and you didn't realize that some other vampire had taken control of this castle? Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. You're connected to Dracula. So I'll fight you here and now.
With that useless whip of yours? At least your dead father was strong enough to yield it. Unlike you, you loser!
Now don't compare me to my father. But calm down, Jonathan. You can't beat him without a strategy. Or a whip.
Oh, and to think he needs a little child to admonish him.
Sorry, Charlotte. Whenever someone mentions my father, I just lose it. That's alright. It's not like you started hating your father just now. What's the point of getting angry at someone who isn't even here? It's because he's not here. Listen, my father only taught me the basics of fighting. Then he went and got himself killed, leaving me the heir to the whip. The whip he didn't teach me how to yield. He was how to wield, I mean. He was so selfish. I'm sure he definitely had his reasons. No, don't even start now. Sure that you could come to forgive your father for not treating you like a proper son and instead just using you as a tool to carry on his legacy. But don't forget that you've been fighting without the whip's power so far, thanks to his teaching. Maybe so, but now Dracula may be reviving, and I can't even use the power that I'm meant to use. If only I was a reincarnation of Dracula spawned into a teenage boy in a world with modern firearms. But my father didn't need all that to fight him. That's true, but enough with all this talk about my father. Talking won't change a thing. Come on, let's go. When Death makes an appearance, Dracula can't be far away. Yeah, you're right. Bardisko answer. From what I'm seeing, Death is the kind of being that identifies himself as a servant while actually orchestrating everything. That said, this particular game was a bad day for him. Ah, I see. Okay, let's go here. Oh, it's these guys again. Okay, got another teleporter here. Let's go. I mean, why do you even really need that whip, Jonathan? I mean, you're swinging a Zweihander with one hand. I'd say that's far more impressive than a whip. Oh, the maids are back already. Oh no, I was gonna vacuum. Okay, so let's go in. I think this is a connecting room to here. Yep. That's a connect. Well, okay, let's try pushing this out of the way. No, that's not working. Well, let's go back and try that again. Because I feel like I should be able to push that. Alright, let's go... Oh, we can't go up there, can we? Yeah, I don't think we can go up there. Okay. Let's go back through here. So, okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Okay. So there's about... I guess let's explore this path to the castle now. Yeah, I guess let's explore this path to the castle now. Or this side. Okay. So we need to go... Yeah, keep going through here. I guess let's go down. See what's down. We're probably going to need to find a new painting. Oh. A story of a man who thought himself a gallant knight. Okay. Oh. Just summons like a man. It just summons a knight. Okay. Or just summons Don Quixote to act. I don't think that would be very effective. Considering Don Quixote was very bad at trying to be a knight, I don't think summoning him in battle would be a good idea. Here, we'll try it out. Oh, there's a boss room right through here. Okay, let's... Oh, we're gonna fight a cauldron? Cool effects there, though. I guess let's keep fighting. Yeah, let's keep pushing it around. I'm assuming that's what I need to do, is just keep pushing it around. Oh, jeez. Okay. Ah, dang it. Messed that up. Okay, no. Okay. Okay, her magic actually does damage to it. Do I have any... Okay, I got some potions there. Alright, let's try... Ow. Maybe I need to attack the head. I thought maybe it was that it was weak to magical attacks, but maybe it was that... Nope, okay, that's a bad idea. I just keep... Did I do it? There we go. Okay. Did I get a new ability? I guess not. Okay. Double Stone of Flight. Double jump in midair. Oh, okay. Now we have a better double jump. So I basically now have like a double or triple jump. Oh, it's the cows again. It is really interesting seeing like all these, seeing all the sprites they reused. Which, again, don't blame them for doing that. Probably saved them quite a bit of dev time on this game. Okay, there's some areas. Let me go around here. Okay, let's try and get... Let me try and equip these iron leggings. And... I think the copper plate's good for him. There. Alright, so... yeah, let's keep going down here. Doesn't seem to be that many rooms around here, but... we can explore around and see, like, what all there is. Might be a boss room, might be a boss I can fight, or might be, like, a new power-up I can get. Up there. Okay, so let's go... yeah. Oh, bang. Okay, there's a room. Oh, there's another painting. Okay. The next painting's right there. Yeah, let's try giving her... okay, that's teleportation right there. So, let's go to here. That is one really cool thing about the... yeah, okay, one really cool thing about this game is because it has this whole, like, all these paintings you travel to, or you travel to the world inside these paintings, you get to... I'm getting to see, like, a lot of... I'm gonna get to see, like, a lot of different areas. Instead of just, like, the castle of Castlevania, which, I mean, the Castlevania being in a castle is good. Don't get me wrong. It is called Castlevania for a reason, after all. But seeing, like, these different areas that aren't in a castle, with all the monsters in them, is also really gonna be really nice to see. Like, here, like, the Egyptian pyramids at night. Or that one town that I visited earlier. Alright, so... there's a lot of mummies here. Oh. Okay, we're good. What the heck? Well, okay. I don't have to worry about that one. Ah, no, it's a red skeleton. Okay, it's Steel Whip. No, I'll just keep him with the Zweihander. That's right, I'm gonna have to remember that I can jump. Okay, so... Oh, good. I already reached a save point. Mars Disco fans says Beetlejuice reference. I've never seen that, so I can't tell you. I couldn't tell you. So okay, it seems like there's a room down there I can go to. Oh, I think these red skeletons, they just pop back right back up. Maybe I need, like, magic to kill him? No, I think they just come right back. Okay, there's a way down here. Oh, heck. Yeah, this is a really nice looking area. It kind of reminds me, well, of course, it kind of reminds me of some areas in various Shantae games, which, well, although I have to admit, right after I say that, I have to admit that, of course, it does a lot of different things remind me of Shantae. Okay, so let me give him the blind glare. Okay, I'll give her that. All right, here, Jonathan, you can get 2 capes. Oh, and just want to take this chance to mention, if you'd like to, any and all donations are really appreciated right now, whilst I'm trying to stay financially stable whilst I'm unemployed. So, if you do choose to donate through either like direct donations, subs, gifted subs, or bits, make sure to let me know whether you want me to play a Pokemon Snap or a Mega Man 03. That's the 2 games that are up for this donation duel. Let me go back through here. Okay, we got a teleporter here. Oh, and a save room here. So that gives me a pretty good indication that we're nearing the right place. Oh, we got you. Yeah, I think we're nearing the right place. Oh. That works. Oh, another Dragon Zambi. Oh, wait. Did we get it? What the heck? Since when did mummies eat the gum fruit? Maybe maybe these are just mummies that learn to increase their mummy strength. I think. Oh wait, what's that? Oh, it's another one of those. Yeah, it's another one of those white dragons. Ooh, okay. Ow. Okay, so let's go up here. Okay, can't go through there. Oh geez, she's taking a lot of damage from that. Oh, never mind. Hopefully it just... Okay, good. It just heads back that way. Okay, and there. I thought because, yeah, I thought we'd be encountering, like, a boss room soon, but appears there's a whole lot of other stuff here around here. Oh, gosh. Wait, stone mask. So, okay, that stone mask, I think that is actually a JoJo reference. It looks quite a bit similar to the JoJo mask to the stone mask from part 1. A creepy mask used in ancient rituals. Well, let's not equip that. Actually, that might be... Okay, no, only Jonathan. Well, I guess it makes sense that only Jonathan could equip that. Dang. Okay, if I just... There we go. There's something up here. There's something up here, dang. Okay. Wait, let me see what that is. 1,000 blades, attack with the hail dice. That'd be really useful. And I can use that to, and that'll probably be more useful than Rush. Just because Rush, I have to stand, like, right next to them. Okay, there. Oh, another spell. Spell that dispels curses. Okay, that could be pretty useful. So let's go back through here. Oh, something to bring up. So I found out that I've now learned about the new new upcoming DC DC Comics crossover event, which normally the only reason I'm mentioning it is because apparently the new DC Comics crossover, like the big crossover event they do every year. Well, this year the new event they're doing. Apparently, I guess I secretly wrote it, and I just don't remember ever working for DC despite writing it, because it's basically going to be a giant fighting tournament. Which is exactly the sort of event I would write if I were a comic book writer and were chosen to write an event. It's like a big, 32-person tournament between a bunch of superheroes and supervillains. It actually sounds kind of awesome. Well, it sounds kind of awesome specifically to... It sounds awesome specifically to me, the person who's reading, 5 or 6 different tournament manga. The same... It sounds really cool to me, specifically. The person who's reading 5 or 6 different... Yeah, 5 to 6 different tournament manga all at the same time. Mars Defenses, I'm calling it's a video game tie-in that we're not aware of yet. I mean, that would be nice. It could be a potential new DC Comics video game. As far as comics based on as far as DC Comics video game, as far as DC Comics video games we've gotten in the past few years, it's like Injustice 2. Which, from what I've heard of people who are far better at fighting games than me, Injustice 2 is one of the most broken. Injustice and Injustice 2 are two of the most broken fighting games, fighting games that were made in more recent eras. I haven't gotten to play any of them, so I can't really confirm any of this. But basically, what I heard is that. Basically, from what I've heard and what I've seen, it's Injustice 1 and Injustice 2 are they're fighting game. They're 2D fighting games, in the same kind of look as Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. And I mean, it's developed by NetherRealm. But they are 2D fighting games with stage hazards, and where everyone has and where a lot of characters have different zoning abilities, Or like a lot of characters have like unlimited range attacks. So like Superman could just keep doing his heat vision forever. Let me see if I can try.
Charlotte! Jonathan! Charlotte!
Okay, that's a fun little detail there. Charlotte actually jumps up on a broom when she does her double jump. I wonder if maybe one of the inspirations for Charlotte in this game was like there was like the student witches from Dawn of Sorrow, because that animation looks very similar to like one of the sprites. That sprite there looks very similar to one of the sprites the student witches from Dawn of Sorrow had, and that makes me wonder if like maybe they, while working on Dawn of Sorrow, some of the developers for this game thought, well, what if we made like one of these student witches a playable character? I am really low on health. A defensive spell that neutralizes ranged attacks. But yeah, going back to that DC Comics, yeah, it's already like a big tournament bracket. And being me, I was already like thinking like I took some time thinking like, oh gosh, like trying to think about who could potentially win each of these fights before I realized like, oh wait, it's really just going to heavily depend upon who the main character of the story, like who's the main characters of the story. So like, hold on, let's actually back up a little bit before I go in there because I have like no health. And then looking into it, found out that it's a Superman focus. It's like the big Superman focused comic event in recent years, which dang, from what I've heard of the Batman and Wonder Woman focused like big crossover comic events that DC's recently done, it really got the short end of the stick compared to what Superman got. Like from what I don't remember how recently these happened, but from what I remember hearing, the most recent DC comics crossover events where like Batman found out that there was like a negative multiverse full of evil Batmen who killed everyone in their universes. And okay, we should really go back and return to, before we step into there, let's actually return to like a save point so I can heal up. Yeah, Batman's big crossover comic event was all focused on him fighting about a bunch of world alternate evil Batmen who killed everyone in their universes, and Wonder Woman's like the big event focused on her was like, well, I think it was a sequel to that event where it was a sequel to that event where like it was a sequel to that event where like there was an apocalyptic version of Earth that Wonder Woman had to explore, and she turned her invisible jet into a chainsaw, which does sound awesome. But compared to those, like, which I can't really speak into the quality of those events because I haven't read those comics, but compared to those, like a big fighting tournament sounds like it'd be. Compared to those, like Superman's comic event being like a big crossover fighting tournament, that sounds delightful in comparison. Mars' defense is evil Batman. The multiverse is screwed. From what I heard, it was like every one of these evil Batman was like evil Batman combined with another superhero. So it was like evil Batman plus Superman if he had Superman powers, evil Batman if they had Aquaman's powers, evil Batman if they were a Green Lantern. So it was like basically what DC does a lot of times, where it's like evil versions of their existing superheroes. But this time they're all like Batman themed. Or bat person themed. Ow. I guess even its body. Yeah, even its body falling down could kill me. What got me there? There, okay. Oh, it's another one! Gosh dang it. Okay, let's go back here and save. Yeah, let me go back here and save, and then... Okay, so let's... Oh gosh. Ah, already taking damage. So I have to watch out for it crashing there, or else it'll kill me. Mars Defense says, so it's more like, what if the Green Lantern became Batman in one universe, and what if the Flash became Batman in the other? One of those, Batman is always straddling the line between good and evil stories. No, not exactly. From what I've heard, it's like, Batman gets the powers of another superhero, and then he kills, like... Or like Batman gets the powers of another superhero, or like kills, or like gains a new gimmick. Or gets a gimmick, and then just kills everyone in their universe. Like, I think it was called, like, the Dark Multiverse. It was called, like, the Dark Multiverse, and every one of the Batmen in there were, like, a Batman that got a different... Or, like, had a different, like, theme, or a different gimmick to them, or a different, like, set of another superhero's powers. And then they use those to kill everyone. Well, I believe it was, like, alternate bad ending... Like, alternate what-ifs that were, like, bad endings to different events in Batman's history. Ow. Shoot! God dang it, I just lost a lot of my health already. Gosh dang it. Okay. Okay, let's go through here. So we're gonna need to make our way back up here. And do I have any? Okay, I do have some items. That'll work. Okay. Mars Defense says, that sounds not as cool as it should be. Yes, from what I heard, again, this is from what I have heard, so I have not actually read these comics, so I can't really speak to their quality myself, but from what I have heard, the whole, like, evil Batman event was not really, liked. People didn't really like it. I do know that, like, the main Batman, like, the evilest of all the evil Batman, who was the leader of the evil Batman, was, like, the Batman, was called, like, the Batman Who Laughs, and it was basically just, like, what if the Batman became the Joker while also still being the Batman? Or what if Batman became the Joker while also still being Batman? Well, I think we found our main villain. Oh, I'm a bit surprised to find you inside of my painting. You must be Bronner. How dare you! Show my father some respect! No. Calm yourself, Stella. What could they possibly know about respect? They are just humans, after all. I will say, I do like that they're keeping the... I do like that they're really... They're really leaning into the stuffy aristocrat feel of vampires. Which I think is... That's always a good way to... That's always a good thing to go... way to stylize your evil vampires. Indeed, I am Bronner, master of this castle. Are you trying to revive Dracula? What the hell are you up to? Dracula, you say? What a joke. Right, sister? Watching these ignorants get worked up can be so entertaining. Well, I guess we could I guess they have no intention of reviving Dracula. Okay. Why should Lord Dracula be revived? In the last few centuries, he's failed at controlling humanity. I will wait no longer. For the sake of my beloved daughters, I will take this world from mankind. You would bring death and ruin to everything of beauty. Oh yeah, and you're definitely the right people. You're definitely the right people to ascend humanity as the rulers of the world. A bunch of undead bloodsuckers. If you're not after Dracula, why has the castle been resurrected? Lord Dracula's power is great. I recognize that. But through this castle, that power will allow the world to be reborn. You only want to use Dracula's power? I mean, obviously. Thoughts? But it should be possible to separate Dracula from his magic. Oh, but it is. What a clever young lady. So long as I possess the power of these paintings. So long as I possess the power I gained from Mario 64, I had no trouble at all. Father, you need not waste your time on such insolent pests. What did you say? Yes, please show them how utterly pathetic they are. Well, no to be hasty, dear. At the moment, Dracula's faithful servant is sniffing around my castle. Disposing of him is our first priority. But, Dad! You two have nothing to worry about. Please retire to a safe place and get some rest. But I wanted to kill him. Go on, get inside your paintings. You heard me. We can dispose of this trash at any time. Okay, I'm very happy that I'm very happy. For those who weren't here at the beginning of the stream, one of the things I realized after playing Dawn of Sorrow is despite the game calling itself Dawn of Sorrow, there wasn't really any dawn or sorrow in it. The game took place like entirely at night, and no one was really that sad throughout it. Now I get why it was called Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow because it was Dawn of Sorrow, Castlevania DS Dawn of Sorrow. That's why I call it. But still, a little, a little, sad that there was no dawn or sorrow in that game. So I was hoping that this game would in fact show us a portrait of ruin, and it has really lived up to that. I mean, we've got like painting worlds. The villains teleport by paintings. They are really leaning into the paintings. Well, we finally met this Bronner. He has incredible power. Just the sight of him could drive an ordinary person mad. Yep, it would have been messy. If only I could use the whip. Look, at least we're alive. Yeah, but I'll make him regret ever crossing paths with us. Oh, I thought we'd actually have a boss fight. Okay. Emergency defenses. Dramatic ... readings always makes me laugh. It is interesting to see it is interesting that there's actually two different villain groups going through here. There's Bronner's vampires who are trying to take. Wait, I just realized something. This is basically Dracula's castle. Dracula's castle has reemerged, and Death, being Dracula's second in command / real estate agent, is checking to see if Dracula is still here and why he hasn't made payments on his house. Meanwhile, Bronner and his daughter snuck in, was like, ooh, free castle, and are trying to take over the castle. And then these two showed up. I always really like stories where it's multiple villain groups fighting against each other and the heroes. So, interesting to see how that's going to happen. I mean, of course we're going to be fighting all of them at some point, but it's interesting to see, is Bronner and Death going to start working together, or are they going to start working together, or are they going to actually try to fight each other? Ooh. Bwaka knife. A throwing knife used by the Bwaka people. Okay. Yeah, let me... Okay, so it's throwing knife. Now let's go back through here. This is gonna be another area we're gonna have to deal with. Oh, no, okay, it's just the wheels. I thought it was gonna be, like, more boulders. Ow. Yeah, it's just, okay, it's just like these skeleton wheels, but no boulders. Ooh, is that pumpkin pie? Okay, I was hoping it would be cheese, but nope. Guess let me see what I can equip for them here. Morning Veil, okay, no. Yeah, let me give her that. Alright, let's save. Oh, sorry, but actually going back to what I was saying about DC video games. Okay, I kind of dropped this tangent I was going on, but basically, like, if this DCKO Comics event is them secretly hinting at a new video game, that actually could be good, because when you look at what DC video games we've had in recent years, it's a very sad lot. We've got like Injustice 1 and Injustice 2, which there are people who like those are games that like have mixed opinion. Those are games that people have mixed opinions on. Some people really like them. Some people like them. Some people don't. Then you got like, and these are DC games in recent years. There's Arkham Knights game, which was a spiritual successor to the Batman Arkham Asylum, the Batman Arkham games. Which to say how successful that was, you probably might not forgot all about it until I just mentioned it just now. It had an interesting premise of like Batman Arkham Asylum, like trying to be a spiritual successor to Batman Arkham Asylum, but instead of Batman, it had like Batman's protege, so like Nightwing, Batgirl, Robin, and Red Hood. Oh, let me actually quit that. But from what I have heard, it didn't live up to that. It didn't like. It had a lot of problems. A lot of technical. It had specifically a lot of technical problems. So there were those. Then there was the Injustice fighting games, and then the Suicide Squad video game, which you can already hear the laugh. Like every time I say that game, I'm certain there's a laugh track playing somewhere. Like if our reality was in fact just a show that some other beings beyond our reality was watching for entertainment, anytime someone would bring up the Suicide Squad game, there would be a laugh track. A laugh track would play. So there's all those, and then the game that had the most potential, I'd say, that Wonder Woman action game, which got canceled. So, DC video games are not doing well, especially not helped by that recent thing Warner Bros. Did where they closed down a bunch of studios and laid off a bunch of workers. To where I think only NetherRealm and maybe one other video game studio, I think it's only NetherRealm and one other video game studio they own are open now. Meanwhile, Marvel's doing really great with video games. Yeah, meanwhile, Marvel's doing really great with video games. Like the Insomniac Spider-Man trilogy, the Insomniac Spider-Man trilogy, Marvel Rivals has been doing great. We have that upcoming Marvel Cosmic Invasion beat-em-up, the Marvel Tokon fighting game, and and the upcoming Wolverine game. Like it's not just like we only have like, even when the DC games were really good, it was basically like Batman got some really good games with the Arkham games. And at first, for a little bit, it was looking like that was going to be the case, but for Marvel games, but with Spider-Man. But no, in recent years, between like the demo for Marvel Cosmic Invasion is actually available right now, and after playing it, it's a lot of fun. Marvel Rivals is doing really good and is actually kind of Marvel Rivals is doing really good and is actually like gotten. There are certain Marvel characters that are more popular now than they've ever been because of Marvel Rivals. For many for reasons, many for reasons reasons you can expect, like very fan servicey reasons. But hey, chubby and thick Squirrel Girl is probably the best Squirrel Girl design we've gotten, or is. Chubby and thick Squirrel Girl has posed to be has ended up being so popular they might actually just make that her design in the comics. And actually, I think the Fantastic Four's inclusion in Marvel Rivals actually got them more popularity, or got them more widespread attention than the Fantastic Four movie that released earlier this year. I can't. I mean, I'm definitely don't have as much information about that because I just haven't really heard people talk about the Fantastic Four movie, but Mario fan says, the thing about the Injustice games, they put all this effort into a cinematic story that just doesn't actually have anything to express. It's just one of those dark multiverse stories, and the Time comics were actually really good at deconstructing and reconstructing heroes, so the story existed. From what I've heard, there was like a Reddit comment, there was a Reddit thread I saw that talked about this pretty well. And what they basically said was that, like, the problem with the Injustice storyline was that the Injustice story was like a story meant for a game. It's like the story of Injustice 1 was like, hey, here's an alternate universe where Superman turns evil and becomes a fascist, and an alternate universe where Superman becomes evil, becomes a fascist, and that actually, like, and that's how we explain like why all the superheroes are fighting, because we send some of like good universe versions of the different Justice League members to this bad universe, and then like they can fight each other and the other superheroes, and that's why everyone's fighting each other, because it's like it's versions of the Justice League and their villains from like a good universe and a bad universe like interacting with each other, and of course like the heroic versions and the villainous versions of those superheroes aren't gonna like each other. Oh, hello. This is just a person. Okay, well, she's a very skilled magician, so okay, she's not just a person, she's a very skilled wizard. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, from what that red thread said was that basically that Injustice storyline was made for that one was made for the first Injustice game in order to kind of explain like why these superheroes were fighting. But then, after how well Injustice 1 sold, they decided to take the story meant for that one game and turn it into a franchise. So now, like, what was just like an evil alternate universe that clearly just kind of existed so we could have like two different Superman fight each other, ended up becoming like its own set universe where it's like most of the Justice League members are evil, and we're gonna get an entire multi-comic alternate storyline in the comics, or like an entire storyline in the comics that kind of say how Superman became evil and what happened to every single superhero and villain in the story. And it's basically as the Reddit, and I'm really just copying what that Reddit thread said, is like what was supposed to be a story for a game, they try to make a franchise out of, and it doesn't really work. Because at that point, it just becomes evil Superman story, which DC, like, so many things have done what if Superman was evil as a story, and not just like DC Comics themselves, which have done a lot, but oh, okay, so that's just like mind control's going on. Okay. Oh jeez. Oh no, she's so weak. Hmm.
Temptation. Charlotte. Jonathan.
Okay, so I need to be Charlotte to avoid that attack.
Temptation. Charlotte. Jonathan. Temptation. Charlotte. Jonathan.
Ah, dang it. Maybe I might be underleveled for this.
Jonathan. Temptation. Charlotte. Jonathan.
Okay, that steel ball is definitely not as good as I thought. That just...
Jonathan.
No, 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 no. Do I have any item? Okay, I got a high potion. Oh, damn it. Okay, nope. We need to send him away. God dang it. So I guess let me just switch to... Ow. Yeah, I think I'm actually challenging this boss, like, a lot earlier than I should be. Nope. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, jeez. Oh, no, 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 no. I want to dodge that. Okay. Okay, so I can dodge her attacks. Yay! I did it. Okay, so there's still a whole bunch of this area left to explore, though. Ow. Ow. Dang. There's still a whole bunch of this area left to explore, though, so let me just keep going around. Increases punching power. Oh, do I need to use a specific weapon for that? Oh wait, I see. Okay, I can use any weapon, I just need to keep hitting it. Or not. Oh, hey, Tricerex, welcome in. Okay, so we can head between here now. Okay. Yeah, for those just joining in, the new donation duel has started, and it's between Pokemon Snap and Mega Man 03. So far, the Mega Man 0 series has defeated the Mega Man X and the original Metal Gear in these different donation duels. So now it's up to Pokemon. So if 03 wins this donation duel, then that means I'm going to play through the first not just the first two, but like the first three Mega Man 0 games. But if Pokemon Snap wins, or if Pokemon Snap has more money donated towards it, then I'm going to play I'm going to play Snap. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, welcome in. Hope your day's going well. I do have some some good news as far as the. I do have some good news as far as like the job applications. I had like an initial interview earlier today, and that same job, I have a second interview with it, like a full interview with them on Monday, and that job actually is in Minnesota. So that's what I'm really hoping I can get. I've also got another another full interview tomorrow morning, which that job actually pays significantly more than the other one, and significantly more than the job I previously had. However, that second job that I have an interview for tomorrow it's in the town that I'm currently in. So if I get it, I'll get paid more, but that means I'd have to stay in the place I'm currently in. Well, let me be clear. I'll have to stay in the town I'm currently in, because I talked with my parents over the weekend and found out from them that even if I do stay in this town, even if I do get a job in this town and stay in this town, they're still going to plan on selling this house I'm in soon. So there's no benefit at all to me staying in this town. Yeah, no real benefit at all. So yeah, I'm gonna still try. I'm gonna still do my best. Try to do my best at that job interview tomorrow. But I'm really hoping and praying I can get the job that I have this other interview for next week. Okay, let's go that way, and I guess let's go back this way. I don't think we. Yeah, I just want to mention, whilst I'm job hunting right now, any donations are really appreciated, because they'll help me stay financially stable. Because, I mean, I'm hoping that I'll get either of these jobs, but... Oh, geez, sandworms! I'm hoping I'll get either of these jobs, but, I mean... I've had multiple interviews before, and I haven't been able to get a job interview, so I haven't been able to get a full job yet, so... A handheld weapon whose name means Tiger Claw. Can I actually give that to... Nope, she still only uses books. Gosh, Charlotte, you're really gonna need to train in, like, some sort of... Look, I get it, I get it, you're a nerd, you're a nerd who loves literature. I understand, I also enjoy books. But you can't just keep slapping enemies with a piece of paper. You can't just keep slapping enemies with a couple of sheets of paper, alright? What are we gonna do when we encounter the flame demons? What are we gonna do when we encounter the flame demons? What are you gonna do when we start encountering the flame demons? Paper isn't gonna work well against them, Charlotte. Alright, so let's go... Oh, it's already past 7 p.m., so we'll actually be switching to Valkyria Chronicles very soon. Oh, shoot! So I need to go... I guess let me go up there to the, Yeah, I guess let me go up there to the upper right. Ow, ow. Oh, he just took a lot of damage from that. Oh, let's try going... Yeah, let's save here. Oh, how do we... Oh, we can't go back up there. Okay. We're gonna have to go this way. The music of this kind of reminds me of Shantae as well, just how really... yeah, the music of this area kind of reminds me of Shantae as well. Just like how upbeat those games' music really is. It's kind of funny, playing through that Shantae Advanced Risky Revolution earlier this year, or like last month, that was making me like... Oh, okay, that didn't work. That was making me like really interested in playing more, playing these Castlevania games. Yeah, playing that game was making me really interested in playing these Castlevania games. But now, But now playing this Castlevania game is making me like think about returning to playing more Shantae. Let's see if I can go. Ow. Okay, so we're gonna go. Yeah, let's try going down this way. Marza is a good fan. That whole idea you mentioned, I know that you mentioned this a long time ago on the stream, but that idea of like monsters fighting like a World War II set game with a fantasy setting kind of similar to Castlevania, but instead of like humans fighting monsters with the backdrop of World War II, it's like the monsters are the good guys and they're fighting like Nazis and Nazi experiments. That premise is so good. I keep thinking about it. I keep bringing it up because I keep thinking about it. I might have to write that down on my list of possible game concepts. That is such a good idea for so many different potential game for the potential that could be done with that game. That I feel like that's one of those ideas like, oh, I really want to make a game with that concept. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, dang it. We missed out on that spell, didn't we? Okay, I guess. Which is better, the Royal Sandals? Okay, the Royal Sandals are better than the Glamorous Pumps. Good to know. I wonder if that means like this, I wonder if maybe because I beated the boss, that means that this area is clear. Yeah, I beat the boss and like... Ow. I beat the boss and like, gained an upgrade, so maybe, yeah, ow. Let's try teleporting out of here. That might... Ow. Let's try teleporting out of here. I might have actually done everything I need to here. Because, yeah, that was the boss for the area, so... That was the boss for the area I fought earlier, so... Oh, jeez. Ow. Okay, let's try going... Okay, yeah, try going up there. I guess let's go here and save. And then we'll go back down and teleport around. Oh, dang. There. Okay. Yeah. Guess let's go here. Let's go here and go back, because there's that one block I couldn't push earlier. And I might be able to push it now. Yeah, I might be able to push that one block now, so... But it's almost... I'll need to reach a stopping point with this soon, so that, and then take a break to get ready. Take a break to get ready to switch over to Valkyria Chronicles. So yeah, so that's opened up a shortcut here. And there's like a couple pathways I can try taking, so let's try taking... Okay, well this goes here, so now not really there. So yeah, we can now go through here. So let's go. Ow. Let's try going over here and see what's over here. More skeletons. Always more skeletons. The skeletons never end. Sorry, doggo. Sorry, wing doggo. Dang, this is a pretty big room around here. Okay, let's. Okay, well that increases my HP. And let's try going... I guess let's try going up here. Okay. Yeah, try going up here. I think I remember seeing an like a section like this with these like knights guarding it in one of the previous Castlevania games I played. Might have been Symphony of the Night. Okay, let me try climbing up here. Boomerang, a throwing weapon that returns to throw an arc. Okay, can't go there just yet. Okay, I can equip a monocle. Sure. No, not as good as that. Okay, Jade Corset. Let me. That's gotta be for. It's gotta be for her. Oh, dang. Okay, well, let's, I guess, just make our way into that other room. I think there's some areas of this that I can't get to yet. There. Oh, jeez. Okay. Mars offense was the Nazis' real historical interest in the occult. There are games that make the Nazis demonic, which I honestly despise. Good World War II highlights the immeasurable incapacity for both good and evil in humans with no outside influence. Far more interesting a story would be Hitler actually invades hell, thus forming an alliance between the demons and the Allied forces against the Nazis. Characters were range from morally dubious to benign mythological scapegoats. I disagree. I think the whole idea of, like, Nazis that... I think the idea of, like, Nazis working with demonic forces actually works for them. Because it takes, like, this real... Because it takes, like, this real-world historical group who are committed some horrible atrocities, and, like, it uses, like, the setting it's in to say, this group, yes, this group was so horrible, and so horrible, and so this group was so horrible, and so stupid, that they were willing to try to work with demons. They thought they could control demons, and it clearly did. They thought that they could control or work with demons. And that they could make it work. An important thing when dealing with, like, an important thing when portraying real world groups. Something I found out recently is that an important thing in media when portraying real life awful groups is for a lot of these groups, it's important to not just make them look awful, but make them look like complete morons. Like the kind of people that need to know that being racist is awful, or that being a racist is awful. They're not gonna learn when you have in your movie just the racist people being awful. It's really gonna help if you also show the racist people being idiots, or like them being racist being really self-destructive. It's a part of why, to go into games I played recently, it's a part of why Umbrella is actually a great use of an evil corporation in video games. Because not only do they do these evil experiments on humans, they also think, oh yeah, we're turning humans into zombies. I'm sure this isn't going to come back to bother us. We're gonna make so much. We're gonna be rolling in the dough. This is gonna be going so well. Nothing bad's gonna happen from us experimenting with zombies. And then, what happens to everyone in Umbrella? They all die, and they become just minions, and they end up becoming like the zombies you casually stroll your way through in Resident Evil. It's important to not just show like real world villainous groups. Like it's important to show real world villainous groups like evil corporation, like awful corporate leaders, and Nazis, not just as evil, but as stupid. That's the like people keep saying like, oh, you couldn't make Blazing Saddles as a movie today, and they're right, but for the wrong reason. A reason why like Mel Brooks movies like Blazing Saddles work so well in insulting like racists is it because it not just makes all the racist people racist, it makes them complete idiots. Like, it's really important to show that these evil groups are not just like them being evil isn't just bad, but it's also important to show like they're also awful at their jobs. Like, that's one of the reasons that people call out generative AI for being so bad. Not only do we all call it out because it's awful, but we also all call it out because like it's really awful. It's really awful from a moral standpoint, and also it can't even do its job right. So I actually think making Nazis cartoonishly evil cartoonishly evil, I think that's actually a good thing to do. Like, there still should be movies that show. There still should be like movies and shows and video games that show like how real people could become like this, or how real people could become this horrifically evil, and what could lead a person to think like this, and how we ourselves could fall into the trap of becoming like this without even realizing it. But I also think it's important to show like movies or other things where like movies, shows, or video games where like the racists and the Nazis are all idiots. Let's see, I guess I'll keep do I have any items left for healing? I think I killed him. Let's actually, okay, it's like past 7:30, so let's... Roscoe fan says, have you seen the latest South Park episodes, even just snippets? If you haven't, check them out. They're worth seeing. Trust me, with enough determination, Blazing Saddles could be indeed made today. I haven't, but that's just because I haven't seen it, but just because I've never seen any South Park, and I don't really have any interest in watching it. Every one of those, like, adult, and I'm saying adult with quotes, every one of those, like, adult with quotes, animated shows, like South Park or Family Guy, they just really don't interest me. Is Charlotte poisoned? I think she might be poisoned. Right, let's try going... yeah, I guess let's try... Oh, gosh. Let me try... Yeah, let me equip this. Oh, okay, we're going... I guess we're going over here now. I'm just really going, like, exploring as much of the castle as I can. I'm not really thinking a specific path. I guess let's try pushing this over here. That's all I can figure. Okay, yep. Okay, what's this? Precision Bolt, Steel Whip, Nebula. Chain that binds and destroys evil. Okay, that's actually very... Oh, that's a long chain. Let me try... I think that thing actually tracks enemies. Okay, so there's a room down... Okay, there's some rooms down here. And there's some room... Okay, nothing over there. There we go. Oh, the giant armored enemies are back. Always happy to see them. Well, always happy to see them. And always happy and scared to see them. Also, what the heck? I just realized as that thing was dying, that thing, this armor's sword just had a whole freaking succubus on it. Like, because of how big the sword is, that is almost like a statue-sized image of a woman on that sword. The jumping knee strike inspired by legendary martial artists like Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega. Well, I gotta use this. Oh yeah, it definitely is. It is the Kenny Omega knee strike. Oh, okay, so we gotta go back this way. Yeah, okay, this weapon's great. It actually looks like it kind of almost tracks down enemies. Alright, so let's try going back here. We need to reach a good save point soon. Well, we need to reach a good save point to heal. Anything up here? Yes. Okay, Laurel Brooch. Let me try giving that to her. That might be better suited... Okay, not there. No, okay. Okay, so... I'm down here again. There's a save room right next to here. Yeah, okay, there's a save room right over there. I need to go there to heal up. Okay. I'm gonna probably keep the knee strike. I won't be using it much, but it's worth keeping just because I appreciate the game giving me wrestling moves to use against these monsters. Oh, let's save here. Let's save and then like sell some of our stuff. First, pudding bucket. A bucket full of pudding. A bucket full of pudding. Don't worry, the bucket is new. But is the pudding new? Okay, let me sell that. Tome of Arms, let me sell that. Oh, Tome of Arms too. I didn't realize she'd gotten that. Also that. I'll keep the Zweihander. I'll sell the axe. I'll keep the punch. Yeah, I'll keep the Bognock. That I'll sell. That I'll sell. I'll sell that. I don't think there's any sort of crafting thing here, so let me just... So I can sell off some of these things that I'm not using. Yeah, and... Sell that, sell that. Okay, I didn't even realize I had this Tome of Arms. Okay, so that just spawns more weapons. Alright.
How are things?
Oh, so there's a room in which many ghosts gather. Defeat the great ghost that appears there. Go defeat 10 hill guards. Oh, okay. I can get these, so I can get these even if I haven't accepted these. Come back when you've been cursed. Jonathan, let's see you enter this command. Right, down, left, right, Y. Okay, so let me actually go back there and save. And then I will go... We'll be starting a Valkyria Chronicles soon. I think I'll play for just a few more minutes, and then I'll save, and then I'll get ready to switch things over to a Valkyria Chronicles. Marsko says, for $5,000, I will sell you the cream pudding of the Dark Master himself. It is over 500 years old, but like the Master, it has kept well. Let's try... I guess just we need to go searching for more of these paintings. And go explore more of these painting worlds. After I play through this and Order of Ecclesia, I'll have to see like which Castlevanias I want to play through next. One of the ones I play soon after these will probably be, or like the next time I play some Castlevania games, I probably will play through Bloodstained 1. Because I've had that game for some time, and I've wanted to stream it on the channel for some time. But I remember there being I remember hearing about some PS2 Castlevania games. I don't hear people talk about them much, but they might be worth taking a look at. I'm not sure if they're like 2D like this, or 3D, but yeah, they might be worth taking a look at. Let me try... Alright. Oh, there's another room down here. Okay. Well, let's see where this goes. Mars Defense says, they're like Proto Devil May Cry. Well, that does sound interesting. A sword used in ancient Rome. Yeah, that does sound interesting. Alright, let's try... So I'm back here in this room again. Okay, I fully explored this room, so let's go on to the next one. Oh, okay, we've opened up a shortcut. We've opened up a shortcut through here. That's good. Okay, and... Okay, there's this area over here. How about that Morning Star? Do I want to... Oh, that's a big weapon. Yeah, that's a big weapon. Alright, so let's go... Actually, okay, speaking of Devil May Cry, I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna do for Halloween night, October 31st. What I'm thinking of doing... So October 31st is on a Friday this year. And what I'm thinking of doing is, instead of doing what I usually do, where I stream on Saturday, where I don't stream on Friday and I stream on Saturday, I think I'm going to try to stream on Friday. I'm going to stream on October 31st, Halloween night itself. Instead of and then like not have a stream on Saturday, because kind of the deadline for me trying to get a job was like by the end of October. So if basically if if the job interviews I'm gonna have like in the next few days don't go well, then I won't have a job. Then I won't have a job set up by the end of October. So if those job interviews do go well, I'm gonna need to like okay, I'm gonna then after a Halloween night is finished, I'm gonna be like okay, I need to start going all in on like preparing to move or like getting ready for working in a new job. And at that point, depending on if it's a job that's like out of town, I'm gonna have to like start thinking of like what I need to do in order to move. So having a 2-day weekend, having 2-day week or a 3-day break in between streams of like the day after the 3 days after Halloween would really help me get started on that. And then if the worst comes to worst and I don't have a job set up, and if don't have a job set up or I haven't been accepted for a job by the end of Halloween, then I'll need to think about like okay, how long do I want to wait before I how long do I want to wait before I just tell how long do I want to wait before I like start planning to move back home with my parents. So, regardless of how things go, if I do get accepted for a job or I don't get accepted for a job, these Halloween night's probably going to be like the last. Halloween nights probably might end up being like the last of like how streams are going right now, depending on how like the last week of like this like 3 8-hour streams a week. So because of that, I'd like to do something big for the last stream of October. And there's a couple of things I could do. I could try beating one of the games I'm currently playing on that day. And of course it would have to be a spooky game in that case. Because there's because I mean, what better day to beat a spooky game than on Halloween? However, as y'all might have, for those who've watched any of my streams know, me trying to plan out like the exact day when I beat a stream always ends up working out weirdly. I'm always either take longer to beat a game than I expected, or take shorter to beat, or don't take as long to beat a game as I expect. So instead, what I'm thinking of is maybe instead of like beating a game, maybe like I use the earlier days in October to beat other games I'm playing, or like maybe I use the other days in that last week of October to beat some of the other games I'm playing. And then, like, the last spooky game I play for Halloween, I actually start it on October 31st. And if that's the case, well, there's a couple of games that I've been meaning to play that are not really, like, fully spooky, but they have some spooky stuff in them. And that's where Devil May Cry comes into the picture. Because I've been wanting to play Devil May Cry 4 on the channel for a long time, ever since I beat Devil May Cry 3, which was many years ago. I played Devil May Cry 3 for the first time on stream back in... I want to say 2021? Maybe, yeah, 2021, maybe 2022. It was a long time ago. And since then, I've wanted to play Devil May Cry 4 on the channel. Now, I have played Devil May Cry 1 before. I played that back in 2020 in my own spare time, and don't really have much interest in returning to it on stream, unless that's something y'all would really like to see, is me playing through Devil May Cry 1. And of course, I want to play through Devil May Cry 5 at some point, but I have to get through Devil May Cry 4 first. I'd like to get through Devil May Cry 4 first. So that might be what I do for Halloween night, is like play through Devil May Cry 4, is like actually start Devil May Cry 4 with a full 8-hour long stream. Another potential idea is... Okay, no, that's the clock tower, don't go through there yet. Another potential idea is maybe, there's like a bunch of smaller spooky games. There's like a bunch of smaller horror games or like spooky games that I could play on Halloween night. Just like fill that full 8-hour stream full of a bunch of smaller games. Like play I've played a bit of Darkstalkers on the channel before, but I haven't fully played through all the Darkstalkers games. And I could try playing through all of those on a Halloween night. And there's a bunch of other games like The Forest and oh, hello. There's a bunch of other games like The Forest that I'm would be willing to play. But I'm not really sure I'd want to do like full playthroughs on stream, but I'd like to play them like at least a little bit on stream. I was tired of waiting. You came out of your den. You came out of your den, vampire. Watch your tongue, mortal. I held back with my father present, but here you're as good as dead. I find it strange you'd come here alone. Well, it simplifies things. I alone will take care of you. I'll tear you apart limb by limb, then wring all the blood from your bodies. I think. Oh, geez. Alright, yep. Alright, taking a lot of damage. Okay, well. Well, I kind of wasted that. Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. So really, I mean, if there are any of those ideas y'all prefer, feel free to let me know. Oh, jeez. Yeah, if either of those ideas interest y'all, like me either starting a new game, probably Devil May Cry 4, I think. Or me playing through a bunch of smaller games, because me showing off a bunch of small, shorter Halloween games. That would be interesting. Feel free to let me know. Radical Fan says, I find Pocket Fighter oddly Halloween appropriate, seeing as its gimmick is costume combos. I could actually kind of see, I could see what you mean. Yeah, now that you mention it, I can see what you mean, because like each character has like multiple costumes. Or like every character's move in that, every character in that game has like moves that are different costumes. Wait, it's like, yeah, okay, like right here. Let me actually equip this as, like, 1,000 Blades, and then his as Holy Lightning. Here, I'm gonna give this one more try. I'm gonna try to beat this boss, and then after I beat this boss, we'll switch over to, I'll start getting things ready for Valkyria Chronicles. Oh, jeez. I know. Okay, I need to go ahead and use my healing items. Okay, we gotta watch out for those things. Ow. I did not watch out for those things. There. I know. No. Hmm. Well, Charlotte's already down. Looks like she didn't have much health left.
Please observe. Crescent moon.
Hmm. It's a good thing I have this double jump. Ow. It's a good thing I have this double jump. Okay. Ow, ow, ow. Marcus Cafe says, "Man, she's like the secret love child of Geese Howard and Zambot 3. A more unholy fusion, and a more unholy fusion has never existed in history." I definitely could see. Well, I definitely could see like I definitely could see Geese just having like Geese Howard having a vampire, like having a daughter, having a kid who's a vampire, and him just not telling anyone. I fully believe that could happen. Oh, she's not vampire anymore. What happened? What happened to me? You're you're finished. Ow, ow. My head. Are you alright, sister? I'm fine, Loretta. Oh, they've been mind controlled. Father was very clear about not to leave the painting. About not to leave the painting, but you may scold me later. These two are a threat to Father. We must take care of them now. No, I'm sure that they no, we will leave them alive. Hear me, both of you. If you continue to post Father, I will show you no mercy. Next time we meet, I'll kill you. Ooh, shiny. What's this? It's like a locket. There's a photo inside. Oh, I didn't expect that. Well, now we know why Wind wants to take down Browner. This is Wind. And those two vampire girls. What does it mean? I have no idea. We should go ask him about it. Yeah, good idea. Well, first, let's go so here and see. Huh? This door doesn't look like it'll open. This is a dead end. It looks like there's some sort of power source. Unless we going to open it, we just have to figure out how. That indentation. Let's look somewhere else for now. Okay, well, can't go through there. Okay, let's get back to the save point. Yeah, let's get back to the save point and save, and... Okay, that's a good start to, Portrait of Ruin. So, that'll be all for the game for now. I'll return to it next week, and let me go on break. And when I get back, we're going to go back to another game set in 1940, another game set during World War II. Again, did not plan this out to happen like that. Um, we're going to get to another game set during World War II. We're going to start. I'm going to return to Valkyria Chronicles, which I think the next mission in Valkyria Chronicles is like that's the mission that made me stop during the first time I played that game. So we'll see. Be right back. And yeah, if you're watching on the YouTube VOD, I'm about to cut the YouTube VOD, and then I'm about to cut the YouTube feed stream and then restart it so that we have like so that I can cut section off like the playthroughs of the VOD for the playthroughs.